Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Maggie. Today we're going to be doing a fun and nostalgic makeup video with throwback products that we all used back in the day. First, going in with the Wet n Wild Rose in the Air eyeshadow palette. This was supposed to be like a drugstore dupe of the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and you bet your butt I bought it when it came out. We first went in with the cream shade all over our lid, and then we're taking the more taupe version of the transition shade and throwing that in the crease. I haven't used this palette in forever, so I think this is going to be fun to see how it still holds up, if I love it or not. And I have to say, the formula is good. Maybe it's because it is a little older. I did find it a little not as pigmented as the shadows today, but it was still good. We also used the more warmed tone transition shade in the crease just to add some more warmth and depth. But the fun shade that we really go in with is the more pink shade, and then we do go in with a little bit of the orange just to add some more warmth. The whole inspiration about this was I found an old camera of mine. I'll pop in a clip of it if I can get it on my computer, but of me filming myself, and I want to say this was 8 years ago. Little baby me. I was only, I think, 21, filming myself doing my makeup, and I could see the makeup that I was using, and it was just all the old school different things that we used back in the day. So the L'Oreal True Match foundation, the CoverGirl pressed powders, the Coty Airspun, the Wet n Wild highlighters, and the eyeshadow quads. The list goes on. It was super funny to watch, and also kind of strange because I felt like I didn't recognize the person that I was seeing. But anyways, this is the finished look. I did go in with a little bit of a gold shimmer from the palette, and it was really pigmented and pretty. Now we're going in with the iconic Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner. I was a little scared to use this because I usually use eyeliner markers and not something so wet, but honestly I was pretty impressed. This is still super affordable, very easy to use. I did have an issue where it did transfer, but that was more just because I didn't let it dry fast enough. But I wore it all day at work, and it never further transferred from the humidity at work. So I feel like that's a pretty good eyeliner, and it still holds up to this day. And I'm going to keep using it because it honestly was pretty easy to use and just as good as my more expensive Rem Beauty eyeliner marker. One of the other eyeliners that was super popular was the L'Oreal. It was either L'Oreal or Maybelline, and it was the gel pot with the little brush, and I used to use that all the time terribly. I look back at my eyeliner and I gives me shivers. We're going in with the Maybelline Colossal mascara. This was the first, and I'm not even joking, the first mascara I ever was given, and it was from my Codykins, my bestie. She got it for me for my birthday along with some other iconic throwback makeup because my mom wouldn't buy me makeup and I would always steal hers, so now I have my own. And I just think that's so funny that now I have a makeup channel, and it's just funny. I basically had to teach myself my own makeup along with watching YouTube videos. But the mascara still holds up. It's super good. I love the smell of it. It's throwing me back to high school and major nostalgia. If we're gonna talk about eyebrows in high school, I didn't do them. That just wasn't a thing, but I did use my e.l.f. brow pencil because if I did use it, it was probably that. And we're gonna set my brows with the Benefit Brow Wiz Gel. I have a little mini thing that I got in my BoxyCharm forever ago, but I was never able to afford such a thing back in the day, so it's funny to try it now and compare it to brow gels today because it's not bad, but I still love my e.l.f. Brow Lift Gel better. Threw on some eyelashes from Salon Perfect, my light and fluffy. And we're going to go in with the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Glow Primer. Another throwback super glowy primer that we all used. I got another tube of this forever ago, and I still love it. Super glowy, super hydrating, and still holds up to this day. And I did want to go in with a more pore filling one, which was super iconic, which is the Benefit Porefessional. And again, I wasn't able to like have a giant tube of this back in the day. I think I had a mini size that I got at Christmas at Ulta. But it's fun having this now, and I did get it in my BoxyCharm, so I love that there's ways to get it at more of an affordable price. And it is a super good pore filling primer. But again, there's so many better drugstore ones. I used to use the Maybelline Baby Skin, I believe that's what it was called. It was in like the aqua tube, and it was the same sort of like clear, like dimethicone pore filling kind of vibe. Next, we're gonna go in with a foundation that haunts my dreams to this day. I still have dreams about when I was in high school and I would take this bottle with me to school for some reason, and the cap would come off and explode into the pocket that it was in. The amount of times that this happened was shocking, and why I would keep repurchasing this stupid bottle, I don't know why. And look at me now, 2022, and I bought it again. I wanted to buy the updated version with the pump, but my Walmart didn't have it, and we're about to have a blizzard, so I just stuck with what I could get, and I made sure that cap was on tight. But the foundation I got, and it is fun to try it after, I don't even want to know how long ago it was when I tried this, and it's actually pretty good, and I really picked a great color. I have to give myself kudos. Back in the day, I was never that girly that had a foundation that like didn't match my neck. I feel like I was pretty good at that. I don't know how, but I was. I'm just gonna say it was YouTube that did it for me. It really helped me pick my right shade. I know there was a few moments here and there, we've all done it, but I was pretty good at picking my right shade. But the foundation is super nice, nothing like cakey. It was very buildable. I would say it's like a nice satin matte, and it wore really well all day. I felt really good about it, and it covered up the honker of a zit that I had right by my nose, which I thought was funny that I haven't had one of those since high school, and it was very strange that I got it right when I was filming this video. Now we're gonna go in with the Maybelline Instant Age Eraser Concealer. Very iconic, still very well used. It has a great shade range, great coverage, very good at brightening. You can use this as like a foundation, you can use this as like bronzer if you get a deeper shade. It has a great coverage. I would definitely say it was like before the Tarte Shape Tape, that kind of coverage, a little lighter than the Tarte Shape Tape. I actually don't like the Tarte Shape Tape. It's just too drying for my under eyes. But still love this concealer. I've been using this ever since then, off and on, and I do take the sponge off the top because that's disgusting. And it's just like the amount of bacteria that lives in that. No. We're going in with the Rimmel London Stay Matte Powder in the shade 003 Natural. Very iconic, very well loved, very decent pressed powder. But we're also going to go in with the Coty Airspun powder. This scent on this just brings me back. I love the scent. I know a lot of people hate the scent, but there's just something about it that gives me happy vibes. And it's still such a great powder. Very well at setting your makeup without looking too dry. Now we're going in with this NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in the shade Sunny. I'm not gonna lie, this is the original. That's disgusting, I know. I still have it, but it's powder. How much does it expire? And I don't really use this anymore. I had to dig in my drawers and I found it. So it's whatever. And my face didn't break out after this, so it must be fine. The color now, I would say, is a little warm for me, a little orangey. Definitely nothing bad. I would maybe more use this in the summer. To contour, we're going to use the NYX Sweet Cheeks in Taupe. Another iconic product. I've been using this. I repurchase this anytime I run out, but I actually found some better ones, so I probably won't be purchasing this anymore. And it couldn't do a throwback video without the Milani Luminoso Baked Blush. It's super glowy and very peachy, orangey, great for all year round. I actually have a bunch of these in different shades. And for the highlighter, which is the first highlighter I ever purchased, is from the Balm, and it's the Mary Lou Manizer. Very champagne-y gold, stunning. And I'm not gonna lie again, still the original. Gross, I know. That video I found on my camera, I was using this. But the fact that I've made a decent dent and it's still going strong and still just as pigmented says a lot. But I end up highlighting also on my brow bone and inner corner just to tie it all in. Such a great highlighter. We're going to set with the MAC's setting spray. I didn't have this in high school, but it was like the main thing people used. But my friend Chelsea got this for me. Next, we're going to go in with the Maybelline lip liner in Almond Rose. I just remember people always talking about this lip liner in the back in the day, saying it was like a dupe for like the Kylie Jenner ones. And I don't know if that's true, but it's just a good lip liner. It's the perfect like rosy mauve color. And if we're going to be doing lipstick, there's so many that you could do. There's CoverGirl, Wet n Wild cat suits, the Milani lipsticks, and Teddy Bear especially. I have always hated the scent on these. I think they've changed it since then, but there were these and like the L'Oreal ones. There's just something about that grandma smell I just can't get in with. It's disgusting. But I'm glad they changed it. Also a throwback is the NYX soft matte lip creams in Milan and London. I had all of these, and I'm telling you, I had all the colors. And it's still such a good formula. Super moussey, not drying or flaky off. I just love them. And with them all mixed together, it's such a nice, cute combo. Definitely not transfer proof, but still a long wearing a lipstick. There's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this little throwback nostalgia video. I hope it gave you happy nostalgic vibes as much as it gave them to me. I definitely look better now than I did in high school, so that's saying something. But we love to glow up. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Bye!